Hey guys, and welcome back to Rebirth. Man, we're just blazing through the worlds right now.
That's true, and I like how you started with him looking at the camera. He's like, you saw that sexy flip last time, right?
Oh man. I love doing the flips in these kind of games, man. It's like cathartic. It really doesn't have any kind of like tactical advantage unless you're like dodging out of the way of the enemy, but darn it if it don't look cool.
I'm trying to think of how my dodge move would look if I was in a video game. Like, Sora has the roll, Riku has the flip, Aqua has the cartwheel, I'm like the nyah as I kind of jump out of the way.
I've always been terrible at like roly-polies or somersaults. Well, actually no, I fucking kicked ass at roly-polies. It was like the somersault I had trouble with.
You can kick ass at a roly-poly?
Like you won't believe. I'm tournament level, baby.
So you're like the champion, a professional? I can come to you for professional roly-poly advice?
Nah, I'm retired right now.
I reached the apex of the roly-poly field, and now I'm looking to new challenges.
This is what you get when you have no story in a world that is specifically designed around having a story. Or game, I should say, but I guess world works as well.
Now these guys are flipping out. They're like, I don't even know where the commentary is going.
I don't have any context for wanting to beat you up. Using a Mickey card on its own gives you this little spell thing here. I honestly can't remember if it stunned guys in the original version, but I guess it must have done.
I think it did, yeah. Like I said, it's been a long time, so... Man, I remember first actually reading about this game, I think. Like, I was in high school, and, back then, like, the only reliable way to really get online was, like, at the computers at school. So I'm sitting there, I'm reading game FAQs, which existed back then, which was messed up. I'm reading game FAQs about, like, the bosses in the game, and I'm just thinking about when I'll have the chance to be able to play it, because they were doing this from the Japanese version. Like, those kind of days were just... I still look back on those, and I think how crazy it's gotten, where now the internet is so prevalent, like everybody uses it, but back then it was this new exotic thing I had never really heard of or experienced that much.
Y'all don't know about dial-up.
Oh, God, man, I've been on dial-up. I know exactly what that shit's like. I remember when my dad would go off to the corner store, me and my sister would jump online super fast to check shit.
I think I remember having a little bit too much internet time when I was being, like, tutored or homeschooled. Yeah, probably should have focused on my studies. Oh well, now I do Let's Plays.
I mean, basically it's worked out, right?
Oh, Hell Dragon, if you weren't, like, continents away, I would smack you across the face.
And I like how he shakes his finger when you give him an attack point. You shouldn't have picked that.
Darkness ain't having none of this. You know what, instead of flailing about with our words, so to speak, how did you feel when you first unlocked Rebirth? Because to me, it wasn't quite a oh shit you're now in Kanto moment, but to finish the game and have an entirely new story to play definitely gave me a surge of excitement that is not unlike the kind of feeling Vexen gets when he's trolling people and getting research done.
You could tell that dude gets hard over his research every day. He walks into his library, he's like, I'm erect right now.
Oh, variables and shit.
No, here's a boss, by the way. What is this, guard armor? Yeah.
Of course it's fucking guard armor, it's Traverse Town.
He's upside down, he's completely different. There you go.
Give me your memories, sucker.
What was the question again? Oh, wait, I remember. I have to say, like, a lot of times having, like, a secondary... there's nothing wrong with having, like, a new game plus, so to speak. My favorites were, Chrono Trigger and the It's Kanto shit, which wasn't technically New Game Plus, but it really felt like a New Game Plus, didn't it? In its own way?
Well, it's post-game.
Well, I mean, like, it's nice to have a really good post-game. Kanto is still the absolute best post-game I have ever seen in a video game, because at that point, I was familiar already with Pokemon Blue, finally, and when that comes up, I'm like, oh fucking shit, what is actually happening? This is amazing!
And say what you will about how reduced Kanto is, and it's like a little bit of a ghost town, they still got that on there through fucking Iwata's magical skills.
Iwata was fucking amazing, man. Like, the industry really has lost, a good talent towards that kind of end. He made that possible, so I really do have to give him props for it.
But yeah, Rebirth was kind of like a big thing for me, and it sits up there with, the whole Kanto post-game thing. I don't know, I just enjoy playing as Riku, and I think, the lack of having to manage your deck, and, not having to deal with any, like, reload bollocks, really made it feel kind of fresh, so to speak. My only, like, criticism towards it is I would have preferred like seeing what he did, or at least the memories of what he did in like each of the worlds he visited in Kingdom Hearts 1. And you get a bit of that in Hollow Bastion, but for the most part it's just like, like Agrabah, for example. I can't really remember like any connection Riku had to Agrabah in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, it was mostly Jafar's story at that point, so I can kind of understand. Like I mentioned earlier, I really wish they had talked about, his other interactions with the Disney, Masters of Evil, so to speak. Well, you're not going to flip him upside down and make him a completely new enemy? I'm disappointed.
No, not that. I've already read out all the specifications for these enemy cards, so there you go.
I'm trying to remember. It's only been yesterday since we did the part with it.
Well, why don't you go and watch the fabulous Part 2, if I'm recalling correctly, of the Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories playthrough. Watch it a million times, turn adblock off, tell your friends.
Submit to our Patreon, it's great!
Submit!
Yes, submit to our Patreon.
There you go.
Just take a moment to kind of bask in our glory after defeating the awesome dude that was jointless guard armor.
Sorry, I have to come down after being so lol random. It kind of tuckers me out.
Well, I mean, I understand. It can be difficult to maintain that kind of energy for so long. I just use speed like everybody else.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. I am actually kind of a goofy dog in, like, real life. The kind of, like, anal retentive person you tend to see from time to time. Well, it's still me, but the other doggy side is more prevalent.
Yeah, I mean, like, we get this real kind of thing where, I mean, you're the straight man, and I'm the comedy guy, but, in real life, we each have, really strong opposites that we display sometimes. Like, I can be a huge control freak, I admit, I've been working on that.
Yes, you can.
Well, you're not supposed to agree.
Well, you put it out there, man.
Leave me quite uneasy.
Oh, there's like some kind of bullshit going up in, like, the top layers of the castle. It's plot heavy, it stinks.
See, the reason Sexy's hair looks like that is that they got one of their nobodies that they control to do haircuts. Like the sword guys, he just cut like that. He's like, you know what? I'll let it grow back. It's fine.
So we must tell him. Isn't it better that Vexen clean up the mess than leave it to us?
How come nobody likes Vexen? He's such a great guy.
I guess he's like too nerdy, There's like, there's the type of nerd where they're all savvy and they know all kinds of cool stuff, and then there's like the nerd who just kind of like gets in your face, is really annoying and obnoxious and won't stop talking and incriminating himself,
Vexen does have a really shitty kind of personality, so it makes sense everybody would want him to fucking die first. I get that.
I bet no one even helped him up off the floor when he reformed.
He's like, what the fuck, guys? I was right here. Come on.
I'm helping Enzo up. What do you want from me?
I'm busy holding up this wall, dude. I'm sorry.
Alright, more of this.
So does he find, like, a key to beginnings on the floor? Does it get thrown in his face when he enters the room? What happens here?
Yeah, he just walks in. Oh, it's on a table. Yeah, convenient.
Well, this has been a lackluster dungeon crawl so forward,
If I recall correctly, the deck you get in this world is, like, really kind of shitty overall, especially for, like, just randomly fighting. D mode, though. Oh, D mode will suit you perfectly.
Gotta have that D.
We're working with what we have here, guys. I'm sorry.
Get in our D mode to fight these balls.
Just don't join the D club, whatever you do.
Is that the Mile High Club?
Oh, God, you don't know about the D club, do you?
I'm not sure if I want to now.
Believe me, you do not. Darkness!
There we go. I won't use it. I won't succumb to it, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Does darkness give you the ability to pogo on shit? Or is that just an ability unique to Riku?
I think Riku had that all along. His inner gymnast just gets unleashed when he goes into D mode.
Or maybe, like, he had that to begin with. Like, the reason he beat Sora so many times in Destiny Islands because he had that freakish ability to pogo off of his wooden sword.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Yoshimitsu from Tekken,
The donkey kick that he always did.
Man, that fucking kick got me so many times, and still to this day I can't realize how much I suck so much against that fight.
At my absolute worst, my reflexes is like that one bit in The Simpsons where Homer's like, wait a minute, something was said, that was an insult, and then Lonnie's like, get the hell out of here. So, Neverland is a place that exists in fiction.
That's true.
Thank God we're at the door now.
So maybe we just sit here and, talk about our feelings.
How about we don't and we say we did?
Well, I don't know.
Why is this playthrough so lewd?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's that kind of... maybe they're watching this late at night. It's like the Adult Swim of kind of, playthroughs.
Yeah, because it has so much darkness, you can't watch Reverse Rebirth until after the watershed.
I mean, basically, they're surrounded by water. This might as well be the Adult Swim version. Hey, Captain Hook, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing alright. You want to fight? Sure.
It's roughly about the same as, the Sora fight, but Sora didn't have a darkness mode, so we're going to basically destroy this guy quite handily.
Yeah, it is a nice change of pace from, how difficult he was. I don't seem to recall, you having a hard time with Captain Hook in the original version of this game when you're playing as Riku. I seem to remember I actually dusted him pretty fast.
Well, most fights, for the most part, tend to be easier as Riku, but you won't believe the amount of retakes I had to do on, well, I've already mentioned Jafar, but fucking guard armor. He kept trouncing me, and I don't know why.
Did you just suck?
I guess. I've got no problem with admitting that.
Well, I have a problem with admitting that. I also do, and I can't believe we haven't mentioned this up until now. This was at the point where they had discovered the reaction command, so of course, all of Riku's slides, and Sora's slide in particular, use the triangle button all the fucking time.
Oh, here we go, baby.
Give me a moment. No, yes!
Look how much damage that did.
Damn, he made like a fucking master sword with that kind of thing.
I was going to wait for him to, throw out a card and then card break him, but I figured, nah, mate, I'm going to do you gangster style.
Hey, you're taking all of his pirate's booty when you kill him, too.
And so we get the Captain Hook card.
Did we just swab the deck with Hook?
Yeah, I think that is the literal interpretation.
I don't like this at all!
SPD emergency, it gets me again.
Yeah, he got, locked in the card itself, so maybe that's what's happening to all the memories.
Obviously, we don't get thrown into Conqueror's Respite every time we beat a boss as Riku, so I thought I'd just, think ahead and cut out the backtracking or the forward tracking.
I did like how on one of the walls back there they hung up a pirate's flag in case you forgot where you were.
Yeah, what kind of ship am I on? Is that a cruise ship? Oh, a pirate ship, okay.
Pirates go in here. Oh, well, okay, alright then.
I'd like to point out I'm kind of sick at the moment, so to be as wacky and to keep up with Helldragon's bullshit as much as possible, I think I should be applauded.
Everybody should be applauded for keeping up with my bullshit, Tom.
Huh? What are you supposed to be? Surprised? I guess you should be.
Oh, okay, I guess this is where Repliku comes in.
After all, I look just like you.
I am the shadow of the true self?
How did you get Riku's measurements?
Exact replica of you.
This is Vexen we're talking about. I'm pretty sure he has a way.
Yeah, he was doing fucking flash steps with a tape measure. Okay.
You're real. You're not better.
No, that's exactly what real means.
We share the same body and the same talents.
The same awful choice of clothing.
There is one easy way to tell us apart, though.
Oh, okay, see, I have a navel and you don't. That's how we could tell each other apart.
Unlike you, I fear nothing.
Except change, because I'm not going to be in any future games.
Coward? You're afraid of
I'm calling you a booger. What are you going to do about it?
You, sir, are a poopy head.
I noticed the flowers over there on the wall are actually white, too. Like, Marluxia went actually that far to do that, or Aqua when she made the castle.
I can make it do whatever I want.
Oh man, it's about to get really hard to discern one character from another.
Yeah, especially when both of them go in the D mode.
I can wipe the floor with
No, we just got done wiping the floor with Hook.
Oh, I know how we can tell us apart. Put, a player 1 little arrow over us, and then put player 2 over the other guy.
Or give him a coloured outline, yeah.
Or, slightly color his clothes differently. It's an alt costume that you pick when you press, heavy when you're selecting him.
If Riku ever gets into Smash Bros, God forbid, I want this to be one of his alt costumes.
Well, of course they would give him the alt costume if they put him in Smash, which they ain't going to, thank God. I'm seeing double, 4 Rikus!
Classic. Oh man, we're going to kick things into overdrive here, and we're just going to destroy Replica with the very moves he used to torment us during Sora's story. It feels good.
I mean, I imagine it does. I mean, you're basically testing against the guy who gave you so much trouble, but you're basically playing as him now, so...
God damn, almost 2 full bars of health.
Wow, that is a lot of damage, man. I don't know why you didn't duel more often, considering the results you get.
I just don't have the reflexes necessary, honestly.
Well, I'm glad I completely missed, thank you. And give me a moment. I thought he was going to say something there, but he's just like, oh, heartburn. No, wait, I got it.
Yeah, Dark Firaga takes a moment to kick into gear, you know? I'm not touching you! I'm not touching you!
Just put like an inch before his face. Yeah.
Wow, Replica, you're a bit of a bitch there, mate. But I guess he's still cooking right now.
I'm surprised neither of us made a Faker joke from Sonic Adventure 2. Huh.
Well, this game has good sound mixing for the most part, so I didn't need to.
That's true.
Hey, Fake!
Oh, Faker, there you go.
I thought I heard you say you were gonna wipe the floor with me. Don't forget, I'm still new.
They'll upgrade me. They'll force me to advance to the new version, or I can't be used online.
Yeah, DRM for Replica. Also, that's kind of like how Saiyan works. He gets the shit kicked out of him, he comes back stronger.
I like how he blocked the blade with his head, which is admittedly impressive.
David Gallagher doing a maniacal evil laugh is kind of scary, honestly.
How could you be scared of something that can be so thrilling?
It's pretty sexy, dude.
The lever feels so good against my chest.
So now the coward is playing tough.
You just got your ass kicked!
So long, real thing. Hope you don't miss me.
Is that her pet name? That better not be a pet name.
Kiss your ass as I walk away.
Well, it doesn't matter because I have a girlfriend back home. Wait, oh, I know. Shit!
Riku gets shat on immensely. Like, I mean, fucking Sora failed to become a master, but Riku is just that feel when no GF.
Only sexy flips can help me now.
Well, I suppose self is still an option.
Get a light bulb! Hey guys, you want to ruin my vision too?
So, how was the real thing?
Disappointing.
He's spineless. In no time at all, I'll be better than him.
Well, that's good because you literally don't have a spine. It's part of the material I had to use.
Who's considered a hero?
And this is the point where they basically put him into like a dumbwaiter and slowly winch him up to Sora's floors.
Vexen, pull him up for me, will you?
We'll see. Yes. I intend to make good use of you.
His tongue is just like going
No worries.
as he's doing this.
The real Riku is nothing.
He fucking destroyed you!
They're no match for me.
Well, he blocked a blade with his head, and thus he's better. Because that is an impressive feat, I gotta say, like I said.
I suppose.
Come out! Show yourself, Fake!
You're not good enough to be my face.
I'll
oh,
make
wait,
you
no.
eat that Keyblade.
That's not exactly the right word.
Oh, piss off, Ansem. Can we not go one scene without darkness?
Coming from you, the guy who stole Ansem's name, and you're talking shit about people being fake? Really?
Just a copy of me?
More like a model. He is an example of what you should try to be.
Oh, man. He's like the dad who's never happy with you. Oh, if only you could be more darkness-filled.
Yeah, I remember that with my dad. Always wanted me to get in the darkness. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, oh well.
You are the one who is being fake.
Perhaps you are in fact the poopy head.
When have I been afraid of the dark?
Inside of the card worlds.
This is odd framing. Can you move the camera down a bit, please, but not too far?
Desperation.
This is where you're going. This is where you're going.
You fight the darkness because it is what frightens you.
No, it's because it's what's trying to kill me.
I'll use the darkness to kill you.
Riku, this is the second time you've done this, mate.
Stubborn boy.
But I like you, so here's a card.
Then continue your fight if you must. Eventually you will learn.
Oh, he's got some major default face there going on.
The darkness.
Well, he just kind of goes into a lust-like trance whenever darkness is mentioned. That's That's Ansem for you, I guess. Okay, guys, we'll see you next time for another part of Reverse Rebirth. Bye for now.